What is going on, everybody? Happy Thursday night. Welcome to Pop Force One. I'm going to welcome in all the great people in the chat before we bring in the other two special guests for this evening's show. What's up, Gerald? Dave is in the house. Cross Saved is here. What's going on, Brian? Other Dave is here. Great to see so many fantastic people already here. What do we have? Wow, 59 people already watching. You guys are fantastic. If you're not doing anything yet, or if you haven't done it yet, make sure to smash that like button. Let's see. Jetman is here. Monster Pete's in the building. David is here. What's going on? Sean is here. Can't wait to see the other two special guests. Yeah, you're going to be blown away. Pop Analyst is in the house. What's up, Les? Good to see you. Sheila, Sean, Chris, Aaron. If I missed you, Catfish Billy, welcome in. Guys, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff that happened this week. And one big thing in particular that I'm really interested in hearing from Vince over at the Pop and Duo. So we're going to break that down here in just a second. What's going on? Alex got my Slapshot Pops t-shirt and pop in the mail. We'll make a post this Saturday of me rocking it. Alex, thank you so much. I am very much looking forward to seeing that. Brandon, Lewis, Jeremy, what was the Project Fred? Well, we're gonna talk about it, Gerald. We are definitely going to talk about it. Finishing up the Mandalorian N1 Starship. There you go. Very nice, Alex. All right, guys. Without further ado, happy Thursday. Let's bring on in Vince from the Pop and Duo and Professor Josh.
What's up? What's up?
How are you guys doing? How was
I got a little nap. Man, I look like I just woke up from a nap, and it's.
Did you take a nap? I wish I had a nap. Oh, man.
Yeah, I did. I was sleeping like a baby for about 45 minutes.
You look well.
You come in and kick you like, "Hey, it's almost time. Got to get up."
Well, she was gonna let me like sleep right up to it. The kids said something. They woke me up.
There you go. That's what kids are for. Jetman, channel member now for 17 months, asking the question that I know a lot of people have on their mind. Vince, did you get a Freddy Big Boy today?
Well, did I get one?
Fred Big Boy.
Did I get one? I hope so. Did I try to get one? Yes, I did. And if I get selected, it's going to be sitting right up with our ad icons right there.
So you don't find out immediately if you're able to purchase it or not?
Jack, it's a beautiful, listen, it's a beautiful thing. Have you ever tried, I've actually had to get in a couple sneaker drops over the last couple weeks here, and they do the same kind of thing where you put in the lottery to see if you're going to be chosen. You can do it the day of, because it says right in the, like, if you probably didn't read into it, because I know you didn't give it a lot of thought. And I'll be honest, I didn't give it a lot of thought either until we spoke last PFO. And then the more I thought about it this week, and I'll tell you why I got to the decision I got to. But no, you don't find out right away. I believe it's the 11th. You find out if you were selected.
Oh, but that's weird, because I saw some people post that they found out already.
No, they didn't find out. I could show you that. No, who told you that?
I guess
Sunday to enter. You have till Sunday to enter.
Yeah, you have multiple days.
People are probably
people are probably posting that they entered.
Oh, okay. So I misread, I guess, some people's posts, because some people had posted, or maybe they were mistaken. They posted that they had gotten.
They probably assumed that they got it. And I feel bad. Well, I feel bad if they don't get selected, and I'll feel. This is why I came to this decision I came to. I really was not going to get it. Is it going to be worth $300 or not? John, you know what question annoyed me the most? I think, and honestly, especially over the last couple of weeks, I think I almost did this in protest. Like everybody that's said, and I know that you said it as well, and I appreciate that it's not worth it. The thing that I have to say, John, are any of these worth it? Like, is any of the Freddies behind you worth what their price is?
When you say the word worth, are you talking about financially, or because when I said it's not worth it, it's more has to do with the fact that the character and the item isn't worth it to me for what it is. It's more it's not the financial, because like Joanna knows, I think a lot of people realize, like with the stuff behind me, if there's something that has a high value or even a high initial cost, like I'll find a way to go get it. I'll go pick up extra shifts. I'll work extra jobs. Like I'll do whatever it takes to go hustle and try to go get that figure. But the figure just has no meaning to me as a collector. So for me, it's not. That's what I have to say worth.
If it was fair. A Project Fred bet, John would go for it.
Oh yeah, that would completely change the game.
Okay, so yeah. Oh, then we're all in agreement then.
Yeah, if it was $300 Project Fred Boba Fett with like an all blacked out like stealth mode or like super cool like variant version of Boba Fett that didn't even make sense in universe but just looked cool as a figure as like a 1 in 10 chase, oh, it wouldn't even be a question.
Okay, so Jen, well, perfect. So no, that's completely fair. So it's not that it was too much money that they're charging. It's just this didn't interest you then.
No, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't.
See, for me, like, listen, I could swing over. Like, our ad icons were, you know what I mean? Like, for us, and like, look at our display back there. Okay, you see Tony the Tiger right in the middle. Why we haven't got Booberry yet? That's beyond me. I can't believe that we got Project Fred and not a Booberry 10-inch. Yeah. But I'll get past that for a second. Project Freddy sitting right in the middle of the display up there. I think it'll be super cool. Big boy means a lot. It honestly does mean a lot to me as well. And it's an ad icon and it's a Freddy. For me, it's easy. Now, when I see people say, and that's why I question the way that I question it, because I get a lot of remarks that I've read this week that it's not worth it. It's not worth it. What is anything worth? You know what I mean? If it's something that you enjoy, and that's where I got in my own head. I've spent $300 on Pops before. I'm okay with spending $300 for a limited piece. I don't even really, if we got the chase, it would be cool. But really, I'm not doing it for that. I'm not even doing it for the chance. I'm probably doing it for the opposite reason of what most people are picking these up for, is to try to get the chase.
Well, I kind of think the common or the regular version looks more true to character.
Yeah, that's why I'm 1,000% okay. What I think is cool, they announced this week they're also going to be individually numbered, like they did with the Hakaris as well. I think that's a big deal.
I think they should do that. I think for the cost,
for sure,
there's no reason why they shouldn't do that.
I mean, if you look at the original cost of most of the Hakaris, they're like $60 figure.
Yeah,
they weren't
worth it.
$15, $20. They're hand painted a lot of times and everything like that. So it's that kind of thing. I think is in there. A figure that big, depending on how the mold's done and everything like that, and all those kind of pieces and parts to it, people have to realize like how much all that costs. If it's really well done packaging, I think that's going to be a big deal too as well. That's why I think really like the die cast costs so much out of the gate, is because of the packaging and everything they put into those to keep them protected. All those little pieces of that. Now they are making it. They make $200,000 off of selling 750 of them. But also, I mean, you could say the same thing. You're buying. I watched Vince's video a little bit ago. You're buying $30 packs of imaginary cards. Like digital cards that someone had to design and build and create, and they have to host them somewhere and all these things. But you're also, you they easily spend 7 packs is what, $200 right there, Vince? Like, you got $200 gone from 7 packs too.
Well, yeah, I spent $300 because I bought 10 packs, but no, I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, listen, is it worth it? To me, it is worth it, because I feel like if you have and you never know, could it be $100 or $150 on eBay, a month after? It very well could be. I think it's fun to be in on something that's new. I want to see it in hand. And this is not even like for a channel or for a content type of thing. I really made the decision.
But honestly, it will make great content.
Oh yeah. I mean, listen, let's be honest. Full disclosure. I mean,
It's a write-off. No, just kidding.
but seriously, like there is a part of, I want to see this thing in hand. I would be happy to get it before anybody else. But I really do. I like the figure. I always did not, right from the get-go, I never had a problem with the price because I've spent more and I have stuff that's worth more. You know, it's only worth it if somebody's willing to pay for it. If they don't sell out, then, you know, shame on everybody. But I really,
but that makes it makes perfect sense for everything you just said. Like it has direct ties to what you and Bree enjoy as a collector, and that's the true ad icon aspect of the figure. Plus, you know, mixed in with the Freddy as Funko's mascot and everything. So it makes perfect sense why you would go after it.
It's Big Boy. I said it in my post
Big
today.
Boy, yeah.
It's Big Boy. It's the first one. Will I go after the other ones? I can tell you right now, 100%, because I got the approval. My wife is actually a beautiful human being. I posted my little text that I sent her today, and when she wrote back, you know, she trusts my decision, which, you know, she probably shouldn't trust anything that I make any decisions on. But what I love about her is if I knew, like, she's very direct with me. And that I can appreciate. If she didn't want me to get it, the text would have said, "You are a moron. Why would you ever?" I'm telling you, I could pull up texts over the years. She's very direct and straight. She actually backs a lot of the craziness that I do. So I actually have to thank her because I was doing it in jest a little bit today. I honestly didn't know how she was gonna. When I sent the text, I was being truthful. Like I didn't know how she would respond, and I think that she was okay with it as well. So, you know, I never bought the $1,000 mystery box that I said I was going to buy when we got 5,000 subscribers or something like that. So I guess this is my little spurge, because when I first saw the price, I wasn't going to do it either. And then over the week, that's what made me decide. Now we're saying all this. I probably won't get selected. It's going to be heartbreak anyway.
You never know. I mean, you never know.
No, I've got, you know, I feel good. I feel like it could happen.
You can't win if you don't play. So
no,
you got to get in there. Brandon, I'm right there with you. I really hope they don't do a Star Wars or Batman one. My wallet will leave me. I think that will definitely be the crossroads for me as a collector. Like if they do come out with some kind of cool Batman figure, or somebody said Captain Rex in the chat. I mean, yeah. But the thing is, though, I think this loses its specialness if they do produce a lot of them. So if they come out with like one of these a quarter, I feel like then it will continue to have hype and it will continue to be special. But if they see that this is going to sell out, which I've actually seen a lot of people saying they were trying to get selected for this, so it seems like there's a lot of people who are trying to buy one of these. Funko's going to take that as there's demand for this. People want these. But I don't think there's sustainable demand for like dropping one of these every month.
Well, Jen, you know what it might turn into? It might turn into what they did with the diecast. Like when Captain America was the only one that was worth anything and really stayed. I don't even know where the value is with Captain America.
Yeah, I think Captain America still has some value, but I don't know if the diecast is a great comparison because there's never been, I mean, I've never seen hype for the diecast chases. I don't think I've seen anyone say like, "Oh, I'm trying to get it because of the chase."
No, you're right with that.
I've seen people say that they want to get it to get the chase just to remain complete. Like almost, it's like, like I have to try.
Well, what I'm saying is though, it was special when it first came out. I feel like people were getting it because it was the first one. It was cool, but then they released another one.
Captain Chase, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So. Right, and I felt like you know people were excited about it, but then they kind of funkoed it up where they released another one and then another one, and then they just.
I think the problem
wasn't great, and
the second one, the problem was it sold out, and then they released more, and it sold out, and then they released more. It was like they were just playing with people. Like
Iron Man and Batman, I think both did that.
Yeah, we'll sell out. Oh, we'll release more, and then it got to the point where people were like, "Oh, it's going to be on there," and then people realized the chase wasn't the best like thing out there. I think it's also one of those that you could display, but then you're like, what do you do with the box? You have to put the box somewhere else and display the case and all these kind of things.
Yeah.
But I think it kind of also. I mean, you're looking at anything the first one. Like people wonder, is that going to be it? Is there going to be a lot more to this? Is there going to be one a quarter, one a year, one maybe a special event? Like maybe they'll have a special one for fun days, or something like that. Will they do a smaller version? Will they only do a big version because it's a different style figure as well?
I think smaller versions would kill. I think.
Oh, I think smaller versions would be great.
Yeah,
And
I mean, you sold one for instead of $295 or whatever, you sell one for $60, $50, something like that, a smaller version.
I say just do the big ones. I like what I think I would keep it this way. I would roll them out slowly. For me, again, like if it was anything other than Big Boy, if it was Star Wars, I don't even think I would have done it. Just because of the way like our display and stuff is, I think Big Boy is probably the only one that I probably would have gone after anyway. So it really kind of fell into my wheelhouse. Just the way that we, I've got the other 10-inch. I just thought that I don't know. I love it.
You mentioned Star Wars and Josh, you went right to Boba Fett, which is like my guy, right?
Yeah.
But if it has to be like very particular. Like if they come out with a stormtrooper that doesn't look that great, or if it's like Finn or like some obscure Star Wars character.
Freddy as Chewbacca. I mean, come on, Freddy as Chewbacca looks kind of weird. So.
Yeah, if it's a character that doesn't look good, but it's just Star Wars, like I'm not gonna jump on it. Just because I love.
Yeah, no, it's got to be a specific. Yeah,
if they came out, like if it wasn't Big Boy, if it was some other ad icon, like if it was like Twinkie the Kid or something that like didn't make sense at all, like I doubt you would jump on it. But there's a bunch of stuff in the chat that we've already fallen behind on. So I wanted to highlight Tommy's comment here. It says having a partner that supports you and your hobbies is huge. It's a great feeling and you love to have. And I think the three of us are very fortunate to have spouses like that. So very grateful.
Love
100%.
A bunch of other comments. So people are talking about the Star Wars NFTs. I do want to talk about the Star Wars NFTs in a couple seconds here so we can shift and jump into that. But I did want to highlight really quick because we have a lot of great channel members in the chat this evening. So Jetman, thank you for 17 months. Dr. John, thank you for 18 months. Dave has been a member of the channel for 3 months. Steven is now officially been a member for 2 years. So thank you so much, Steven, all the way from the UK. Lauren has also been a member for 2 years. So thank you so much, Lauren. And then, also big shout out to Lauren. She just got her engineer's license, I believe a week or two ago.
Congrats, Lauren.
That was a long program that she was working her way through and everything. So huge congratulations to her for completing that. And then Barry has now officially been a member for 6 months. So if you guys are channel members of our channel, I know there's a bunch of people who are actually channel members of the 3 of our channels.
Yeah, love it.
Like, thank you guys so much. That's just truly unbelievable. Sam has a great question. Do you think in the future, if they raise the piece count for Project Fred, they will lower the cost?
Will they? Should they? I say, should they? Yes. Will they? Probably not. But if they're smart, leave the piece count where it is, because when they start screwing with that, some of the stuff they just should not, they should just stick with. Like, yeah, I think 750, 75 chases, I think that's good. Keep it there.
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, a great example is sodas, everything from a 2K piece to a 30K piece is going to be the same cost.
They killed a lot of the hype by doing exactly that. So will they? I mean, they might. I hope not.
And with the exception of a sale, Funko has never gone backwards on a retail price, which is like most companies. Most companies never, when they set a price for something, and then if they raise the price, you don't ever see them, like when they do another drop of that item or a similar item, they don't lower the price. They might put it on sale. Like Funko has immediately been putting the coolers on sale from 100 to 90. Maybe the retail price should be 90 from the get-go.
I think it would be almost awesome to do something similar to a Kickstarter, though, too. Like you see Hasbro and some of the other companies do it, where they have something they want to build, They need to raise so much
Yeah.
money to build this.
Doesn't Hot Toys
And,
do kind of
and
the
then
same
to do
thing?
it.
Occasionally, yeah. Has
Yeah, like I think that's a cool idea, but the neat idea could be if we hit this level, we have one chase. We hit this level, you have two chases, even more limited and you have these levels where donors and you're already committing it to up front and things like that. I think that could be a good way for them to do some like I said, more rare. Hasbro's done it with a bunch of things they've come out with where it's like, oh, we want to build this, but we need to make sure there's enough people that want to buy a $300 toy,
Yeah.
before we do it. And I think the Chomp did the same thing with their Abominable Chomp, the big one. They weren't going to just put it out there because what if 20 sold and that was it, and you're sitting out there with this many other figures, and you have to have the money around to back it. So I think even for Funko being a big company, it's the way to do things that might be maybe a niche thing or something different.
Yeah, I think as a company it's tough because like I'll defend Funko for 5 seconds here. I'll like with anything, they're a company, they're a business, they need to make money to stay afloat, just like any company. So if they put out an item and it sells out, and I feel like this line of thinking could be applied to anything they've done, with the diecast, with the sodas, with the rewinds, right? They put something out. If it doesn't sell out, like, okay, I mean, they have X amount that they've already planned on selling. They're going to go through with selling those items. If they have to put them on sale, if they have to do whatever to clear them out, they do so. But when you put something out and it sells out, you as a company go, okay, well, this worked. This was successful. It sold out at this asking price for this many items. There was successfully this amount of customers that were okay with paying this price. So this is a crucial crossroads. Like come this time next week or 2 weeks or 2 months from now, whenever they say, hey, this item sold out, and guess what? We're doing another one. Like as a business, you can't fault them for wanting to replicate that success for profit for the company. But at what point do they burn out or max out their customer base, us, where we go, whoa, this is too much, like we can't either afford it or we don't want this specific item anymore?
And there is a very fine line to that, as we saw with what they did with the sodas. Honestly, they shot themselves kind of in the foot, and something had to be going. Like I still, it just the way that those piece counts got higher and higher, they got higher and higher way fast. They did the internationals and yeah, too fast.
Yeah. Lions has a great, what were you going to say, Josh?
Oh, I just wanted to say, I think, one thing also is they have a longer window of people wanting to do this. So I'm curious too, if like how many people, might have put in today, but all the way through the weekend, maybe people are dwelling on it or waiting for a paycheck or waiting for something. And they got 3 days or so to do it. They're going to also get a number off of that. How many people asked to try to get this? Was it, 1,000? Was it 10,000?
Right.
Those kind of things.
Yeah. So Lions has a great comment here. Think Project Fred is a sign that Funko is going back to how they started, and might this replace other lines like Funko Gold? Well, the first part of your question, I would agree. I think this is actually going back to Funko's roots.
Yeah, less pieces.
Very limited piece figures, and the fact that the chase is 1 out of 10. I mean, Funko has done 1 out of 6 for the longest time. They used to do 1 out of 36 chases. Yeah. So the fact that we're seeing 1 out of 10, I think is a great sign. Might this replace other lines like Funko Gold? I don't think this is replacing anything. I think this is just a one-off. Funko Gold is figures that they just put in big box stores where anybody could buy. This is not something that anybody could walk into a store and buy. So
I think this is going to be their collector niche we kept talking about. They need to still have something beyond the big box retailer. Like they need stuff for the big box retailers because that's the only way you're going to keep a big public company like that afloat. But they also need to have that collector's niche.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's something, I've heard a couple comments like they're pricing collectors out by releasing the Project Fred, but really not everything is for everyone, and I think I said it last week too. I think it's good that they have some stuff that's premium, listen, the customers all ask for it. We want lower piece counts. Lower piece counts is going to mean more money. I mean, I just hate to say that's just what it's going to be. I mean, you know, they, even if they try to get back to a startup, they are still like a multi-million-dollar company. They're not going to be able to do low piece counts and then do it for $15. Now, the caveat to that, we're still getting some low piece that I like how, listen, I really like the way that they're kind of setting things up. I like that they have this premium thing that people can go after. I like that they have the NFTs that people like. We're getting the low piece counts in there as well. And then they have the SDCC stuff that they got the at-home boxes that every average Joe like me and you and all the other collectors that like to get, you know, something kind of fun and valuable and lower piece counts, you know, those are still available to people. So I think they got a little bit for everyone. I think it's good. I think it's good that we have because I'd rather see them going in this direction, even if it, you know, the price tag goes up a little bit, I'd rather see that than another line of Funko Silver or Funko Platinum, or you know what I mean? I'd rather see this than that. So I like it. I like that they're moving in that direction.
Yeah.
And no, it won't be for everybody. And I you know, I get that. And I think that that's okay. It doesn't need to be for everybody.
I will say for the people, because I've seen a lot of people say that they're pricing collectors out. And, you know, I like Joanna and I, like, we've kind of like changed like as people a lot over the last couple of years, especially when it comes to finances. And we pay very close attention to every dollar we spend. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are probably more like us. Like, you know, your budget, you know, your limitations, you know what you can afford to buy every month, and you know what you can't afford to buy. But I think some of the people saying that, like, oh, Funko is pricing us out of this item, $300 is 20 pops a month. If you buy 20 pops at $15 each, that's $300.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people who still buy more than 20 pops or 20 sodas a month. So in a way, Funko isn't pricing those people out who are already spending that money a month on Funko. It's just you are going from being able to buy 15 to 20 items, you are now only able to buy one item a month. And I think most people would rather buy, I'm the same way. I would rather buy sometimes, it depends what mood I'm in, but sometimes I want to buy a lot of smaller to medium items. Then instead of having to buckle down and being like, all right, I'm going to wait 3-4 months, I'm going to save up money. I've done it. You know, you power through and you're very diligent, and, you know, you save up money and then you pull the trigger on that one big grail you're trying to get. But it takes discipline. And I feel like when it comes to certain things, especially with money, especially with like more expensive collectibles, some people don't have the discipline to save up and wait to pull the trigger on that one specific item.
And you got to find out where you're at in your collecting journey too. Because
that too.
Like 5 years ago, John, I would have never, like, I wouldn't spend $50 on a pop 5 years ago. I wouldn't. And not that I couldn't, because I could have at the time, but I wouldn't have at the time. I liked getting just, you know, a little bit here and there. You progressively work your way up to, I remember when I bought my first $100 pop, like, I couldn't believe I was spending $100 on but like, I love that. And I love that there's that journey for everybody. So it is going to price people out, which it definitely will do. But that, like I said, that's okay. We as collectors should not get every single thing that comes out, and we should not want every single thing that comes out, or we work towards it. Because, man, there's a million things that I still want to collect that I don't have the funds for, but I'd love to be able to get certain things at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going spend some money at go to Hollywood Studios and go buy a lightsaber. How much are going to pay you back?
Well, it's either a lightsaber or Fred, and I want Fred this time.
There you go.
So,
Seriously Star Wars, what's up, guys? All right, so I see Koba's had a lot of comments here on the Star Wars NFTs. So now that Seriously Star Wars is here, now we can jump into the Star Wars.
Let's jump into these NFTs.
Jump those, or do we start with the NFTs that dropped this week?
Well, we're gonna capture both. We're gonna talk about both. Sean has a great comment. He said, "I did manage to get the black suit Spider-Man I asked you about in your live a few weeks ago. I love it, Sean. I am so excited for you, and I'm so happy that you were able to get that for your collection."
Congrats.
So, Thank you so much for sharing that with us,
The
Ryan.
Funko Shop one.
Oh yeah, which one? I think he
There's
was.
a couple.
I think he was trying to get the original one. If I remain.
The old school one's super cool. It's a little
old school
less,
one.
right? But I
Oh
love
yeah,
that one.
it's much less. The old school one, people are sleeping on
I
that
kind of
one.
like the old one better.
I like
personally.
both. I like both.
I have the old one.
And
I
he
don't
got
have
his
the new one.
first chase soda today with the metallic Captain America. Very nice. All right, nice one, Sean.
Congrats.
Let me see. Oh, I wanted to highlight Ryan has been a channel member now for 11 months, on the verge
Ryan.
of a year. We're actually very excited. We're going to be hosting Ryan and his amazing wife this weekend for dinner, so we're very much looking forward to that.
Ryan is an awesome guy. I got to meet him over at My Pops. What awesome guy. You're gonna be you're gonna thoroughly enjoy his company.
Nice.
We had some
And
good conversation.
we're looking forward to it. And Sean got the newer black suit Spidey. Oh, there you go, Sean. That one's
that's
awesome.
even that's like
That's
big
awesome.
time. I don't have that one.
It's an amazing one. All right, so NFTs. You guys can, if you want to jump in your thoughts with Transformers. Transformers sold out this week. I have not watched your video yet, Vince. I apologize.
No, that's you
Finally
don't need
sold.
to, John. It's okay.
We haven't a sellout. We haven't had a sellout in a while.
I feel like this is good and bad. I feel like when I heard there was a sellout, I was like, oh god, Star Wars is gonna sell out so fast.
Well, no,
it wasn't fast.
well,
It wasn't a fast sellout. That's the.
Well, it was
that's
within like 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
yeah. You know what so this is the beauty of the way the NFTs are. Everybody used to complain about bots and all this stuff. And listen, I got in on drops that I only could buy like 2 packs because it used to be a $60 max. Now you can do a $120 max. So you can get 4 packs, premium packs if you want it. I mean, collectors are getting these because if you look at how many packs are being opened too, they're getting open like right away for the most part, especially on some of these sellouts. What I think drives the sellouts is when there is a good grail, and this had an amazing grail. The Starscream was an amazing one. It's just like every pack is a mystery box, honestly. And I think that's exactly why they sold out of these, is because the grail is what drives it. When you have a $300 grail, it's how you can justify opening $30 packs. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
you have some decent legendaries and a good Freddy too.
Yeah.
So.
And it's Transformers. Man, who doesn't love Transformers? I love it.
I think people saw also the price point of the Transformers from the last round as well too. So that's another like benefit is like the Transformers from the last really haven't went down. Like
no, they
have
not because I've been trying to get 2 of them and they're not going down at all. They're still, especially the 2 that I'm trying to get are at like 90 and $75. And man, I can't find a deal on them. So I think I'm gonna just have to bite the bullet for the last 2 that I need.
There you go. Star Wars should sell out if there are good hits. So I saw some people asking in the chat earlier, if we were going to go in, we as in like the 3 of us, like if we're going to buy into Star Wars NFTs, if the characters are something they've done before, if they're not special, like the answer is no. I'm not going to buy them. Like if I'm not going to
buying them regardless, John. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think I'll get them regardless.
I don't
care if it's all crap that they put out. You hear me? You could put out crap, and I'm buying them this time. No, I'm kind of saying it in jest.
I'm excited.
I hope it's good,
I'm excited that they're doing Star Wars, but if you see, I'm one of those people like you got to vote with your wallet, and if you let companies put out lazy stuff and people buy it, then they're going to keep putting out lazy stuff and expect people to buy it. So I want to see some creativity. There is literally a massive universe full of characters that they have to work with. Like, show me what you got. Show me why I need to buy as many packs as possible.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Man, what are they gonna do? I cannot wait to see these announced. I think the biggest thing, like I will get some Star Wars regardless, because it's the first run. Like I think if we kind of go back to what they did with the Turtles, I think that was kind of fun because it was new at the time. I know we got Blacklight and some of the iridescent. I thought it was fun because it was different and new. I don't really want to see them do that with Star Wars. I hope that they pick like something, whether it's one of the movies and hopefully not one of the last 3 movies, and go back maybe a little bit more, or like I don't know what would get you excited. Like what would you want to see, John? If you were Funko, what would you like to see as the legendaries? Like what would be cool? I don't even know. I really don't. Like I was trying to think about it this week on what Funko could do to say, man, this is really something fun, because yes, people are Star Wars fans and some are super fans. Like I know that you are even more than me, and you're saying there's this huge universe of characters, but they start going to like Watto. Not that people don't know who Watto is, but you know
No,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you
Like
do
I
you
love
find
Watto. I love that Watto pop that I have is one of my favorites. But
yeah.
like, what are they going to do to make all of our Star Wars
I
dreams come
think
true?
I think they need to go about it differently, and I think a lot of companies they they look at Star Wars and they kind of do like they kind of pigeonhole themselves into doing either the different eras, right? So original trilogy, prequel slash Clone Wars era, and then sequel trilogy, and then now you have this New Republic era that we're in, right? So I think it was actually I think I just saw Alex just put it in the chat. I think it would be crazy and really cool if they could do exactly what he just said, a wave of Jedi, like, people that are Force users, but generally towards the good side, and then do a wave of, people who traditionally practice in the dark side of the Force. So Sith, Sith and those kind of people, right? And then do a wave of like troopers, clone troopers, stormtroopers, like maybe some obscure troopers that we haven't gotten before. Like if they did it like that, then I feel like you can really hone in on the characters they haven't done yet. Whereas if you do an original trilogy wave, you kind of pigeonhole yourself into doing like, okay, Luke, Leia, Darth Vader. Like it's just the same thing. If you do like a sequel trilogy wave, you're gonna do Rey, Finn, Kylo Ren. Like you're gonna do the characters that sell. Where like Funko doesn't realize like Star Wars people are different. We don't necessarily want the norm anymore. We don't want those popular characters that companies know will sell. We want these obscure characters. Like I would love to see like a young Count Dooku, for example. Like if you put him like his Count Dooku was a Jedi before he went to the dark side. So if you do something like that, like obviously everybody wants Ventress. I think I don't understand why they haven't done Ventress yet, but
I think if they do Ventress as an NFT, you're going to make people lose their minds. They will
yeah,
get so upset. The
that's the
amount
other
of
thing
hate that
too.
they'll get for doing that will.
All right,
I
I'm
think it'd
calling
be
the
cool
Grail
though
right
too.
now. I'm calling the Grail. It's Yaddle.
Dude.
Yaddle.
Yaddle?
Yaddle is Grail. Yaddle. We haven't got a Yaddle pop yet.
No, we haven't got a Yaddle. You're right.
Yaddle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Yaddle.
I mean, here's the thing, like troopers would be so easy. So if they wanted to do troopers, because the troopers, I feel like the molds would not cost that much because there's really minor differences between certain troopers. So if you look at like Clone Commander Fox or Clone Commander Wolf, like you're just really painting their armor different, and then they have like minor differences.
That would blow my mind. Like if they went that route, we get like
I
fives
don't
and
want
wolves.
ever
And...
so like I don't want the whole set to be just troopers. So
no, I think that's what I'm saying. It's people are going to be mad. Like we're going to be happy and probably mad.
No,
at anything.
I'm telling you right now, this will be the most over-analyzed drop.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, like, it's gonna appear. There's something just in general right now. I feel like no matter what Funko does or what they put out, people are just angry.
Yeah.
Like,
that's definitely.
I really hope we get past this time period. I feel like it started like a year ago. Like,
I've never seen so many people that follow like Funko pages hate Funko so much.
Yes,
like
exactly. Like no matter what they post, they could literally post like Brian Mariotti's eating a taco, and they're like, "Oh, like why isn't he working?" Like people are
no salsa on that taco. What's the matter with you?
Exactly. So like, I really hope at one point like we get past this era of like hatred.
I don't know if we will. People can just be.
But I'm telling you, Star Wars, no matter what they put, there is going to be a large portion of people that
will
upset. Because even the people that will be happy to see whatever characters they make, there will still be a big portion of people that go, "Yep, of course, it's an NFT. I won't be able to get it. Thanks, Funko."
So if they do something really cool, people are going to be mad. If they do something really dumb, people are going to be mad. I feel like it's a no-win situation, and that's why I'm saying the way that you'll know if I liked it or not. Like I have not like Transformers. We bought 10 packs. I couldn't even buy 10 packs of Looney Tunes, or I would have bought 10 packs of Looney Tunes because those sold out too fast. Mickey and Friends, we bought close to that. Star Wars, if they're good characters, I'll probably buy close to that again. I think that drop, just to talk about the drop in general, because it's a drop exclusive, guys, go start doing your research now. I put it in our video today. Our good friend here on YouTube, Sully, Nerds Unite Us. You can find the link in our description of our video today. Go watch some of his videos if you guys don't understand on NFTs. I don't explain it well enough in any of the videos that I've ever done to make you guys understand how to do it. It takes some of the mystery out of it. If you want to participate in the Star Wars drop, do some research now, especially because it's a drop exclusive. It's going to scare some people off. And you shouldn't be, because really it's just as easy as all the other drops. And Mickey and Friends, like I said, it did not great. I think just because of that reason. I think Star Wars has a chance, and I shouldn't even say that. I should try to keep everything to myself so I can get all these packs. But I really want to see people have fun with this drop, because I'm excited for it regardless of what they put out. But I think it could be like amazing, or it can be pretty good. And I'm hoping for that amazing.
I'm calling what they need to do. They need a Sith, a Jedi, a droid, a trooper, and then some kind of creature. Like that is like your hands down.'re gonna get probably the most out of it. You get a Sith,
Yeah, but
Jedi,
here's the thing
trooper,
though. Like when you say
droid.
that, are they limited? Like, do you want to see them do the Sith, the Jedi, the droid, the creature
From one movie?
from all the same movie, all the same era, or you don't care? You could see like
I don't
Zillow
think I
dude
care at this
with
point,
like
unless their series are going to come out related to that. And we kind of saw that. I guess one of the series that I went after was Stranger Things. So that was a good example of like they kind of kept the theme throughout with all the characters, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like they kept that weird kind of theme. It wasn't normal to the kind of like their D&D character kind of theme. So I don't know if they're gonna do something like that. They're gonna do something just go
I'm
crazy.
okay if they do one movie, if they like, or one, if I'm okay with them doing one period or one movie or something like that, if it's cool. You know what I mean? And I think we'll know if it's cool or not. Like,
Truthfully, they might go after the Disney Plus stuff too. You got Mandalorian, you got Andor, and you got.
What can they do
Ahsoka.
that they haven't done, unfortunately, because those waves have been so big?
They have.
well, that's what I'm saying though, John. Well, what could they do other than like some of the clone commanders and stuff like that? Like, there are some more obscure characters from Rebels. I said it here, and I keep forgetting the guy's name. The little assassin guy that ran all over the place and beat up everybody like towards the tail end of Rebels. Like, that guy would be super cool. I can't remember his name and I forget it every time, but like there's some cool characters, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What do they?
If I could like be part of Funko's team for a day, I would tell them, like, if they were like, hey, within our licensing, because like licensing is super complicated, and I'm sure there's so many strings attached and so many guidelines that they have
especially
to.
to Star Wars.
Especially with Star Wars, they might be required to make Leia,
right.
Vader.
Well, I was saying, like, if they're required to make characters that all go together, that all appear from the same series or movie or TV show, I would just tell them, you need to make all the Tales of the Jedi. Look at Tales of the Jedi. If they did like a young Ahsoka, a young Count Dooku, a Padawan Qui-Gon
That would be cool.
Jinn.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, like the characters that we got in that little 6 series arc of Tales of the Jedi, like that was beautiful. And they're coming out with a season 2, so it would make sense to tie into upcoming content. But I think, unfortunately, I want to be wrong. I really want to be wrong tomorrow when we get the reveal. I really want to be wrong in the fact that like it's not episode 4, or it's not really blatant Mandoverse and they're just trying to prop up Grogu again to, make sure this stuff sells.
I hope we don't see,
because unfortunately I think it will backfire. I think sometimes when you play it too safe,
I agree.
Hardcore people, like all your people, are not going to go in because they're like, we already have that. So I know it's tough for for Funko and Drop to find something, but it's there. It's there. It's just, will they run the risk of sitting down if they were like, hey, because the average Star Wars fan does not know who Wolf is. They don't know Gregor. They don't know Five. They don't know Jesse. They don't know Cal Kestis. Like, they don't know, like, Yaddle. They don't know. They know Yoda. They know Darth Vader. They know Luke Skywalker. They might know Leia. Like, there's just, there's just
the people that are going to buy the NFTs are the people that know who Five is and who Yaddle is, and you know what I'm saying. I think
I wanna believe that, but I don't know, because I feel
maybe not.
Because I feel like it's kind of skewed when you are a hardcore fan of any genre, because you're embedded with the people who are like you, because you've probably found those people. You enjoy communicating with those people. You buy the same stuff as probably some of those people, especially Star Wars. Like, you spend, absorbent amount of money on Star Wars stuff. So, but then again, not everyone is like you. Because I don't spend massive amounts of money on anime stuff. So I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you 5 anime characters. Vegeta.
So
that's it.
Great example, though, coming up. This could be something to think about. I mean, right around the corner here, we have our next drop coming. Star Trek Next Generation before Star Wars. That one's coming like right around the corner
next week.
And yeah. Like that's the craziest thing. It's like, really, you're dropping it next week? What's going on? I'm really surprised they didn't hold off Star Wars to like May 4th or something like that. Just because they could have did the hype around that. But with the Star Trek Next Generation, look at the characters. There's a couple we haven't seen before. A lot we have seen in other, in the original drops. But there hasn't also been as many crazy amount of drops of those figures compared to Star Wars figures over throughout the years.
We don't have like 15 Captain Picards.
Yeah, we don't have 20 Worf, compared to like Chewbacca's or something like that. So I will say I love the Freddy from next week's drop, like that Freddy as
Borg.
The Borg.
Isn't that what that was? The Borg?
Yeah, Freddy as the Borg looks amazing.
I thought all these pops are cool.
Yeah, I think Q is going to be a really good one because they really haven't done Q. The rest, Captain Picardy's sitting in his chair. I mean, it's kind of classic and done. Worf, but I think Q and Freddy as a Borg, definitely some great ones.
Yeah, I love Worf too. Yeah, these are good. Like, I probably won't get any of these packs, but I think that they did like this. I don't like if they were going to do Next Generation. I think they knocked all 5 of these out of the park. You know what I mean? Like Wesley, like I was a fan. I watched a lot of the Next Generation, but definitely I'm more Star Wars than Star Trek, always have been. But I can appreciate what they did with this set. I think they did an amazing job with it. And anybody that's looking forward to this drop, I think this is a great one. I don't think that this one will sell out. But I still think it's a fun, cool set for anybody that's going to pick them up.
I think this one's going to be hard to sell out. I think it's so weird. Like, Star Trek's one of those weird things where, there's a ton of people around it, but I don't think Funko has ever embraced.
No, the pops have never
Star
been expensive. Like, even the OG ones.
Stuff, but there's a huge fandom of, Trekkies and stuff like that. And, I'm a big watcher of Star Trek throughout my childhood because I watched it with my dad. I mean, I remember coming home after school, watching it with my dad. He'd get off earlier. It would be on Next Generation.
Yeah,
it was on, and we would watch it and things like that. So, and then the original Star Trek stuff, and that came later. But I think Next Generation was much bigger than the original Star Trek ever was. Like, the movies maybe were bigger for Star Trek, but the actual series, the Next Generation was probably one of the best.
I think people went back and watched the older stuff after Next Generation came out, or became more aware of it. I don't know all the, but I think what they also, if correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not 1,000%, but I think there's more packs of Star Trek than there was of Transformers.
What is it, 18,000?
I believe that's what I heard.
I don't get why they do 18,000 of each. Like, I really think they should do 10,000 premium and 18,000.
See, and they did them with Transformers. There was less. There was less of
Shouldn't there be less of the bigger packs?
I think that
you
they
would
did
think.
do less on Transformers. They weren't the same. It wasn't 18 and 18. I think that they did less. I don't remember what it was now, but I know they weren't. It wasn't the same.
Yeah. A great comment right here from So Much Joy. I am new to collecting Funko, and I'm learning so much today. Thanks heaps for this live. Well, we're
Every
so
week,
happy.
come on back, join
Yeah.
us.
We're so happy that you
We're
are
amazing wealths of knowledge.
getting some great feedback. I have seen, on a quick side note here, I have seen another influx. I guess we're right at that time of the year. It seems like every year around this time, we do get an influx of newer collectors. If you are a newer collector and you're watching our stream for the first time, or if this is only like your second, third, or fourth time watching the stream, welcome. The Funko community is awesome. There's a lot of great people in it, and it's a very fun hobby. So
Yeah.
we're glad you're here. I don't know anything about Star Trek. I've never seen Star Trek.
What?
Either like any like early. Have you watched any of the movies? Anything? John?
No, I was told as like a young kid, you pretty much had to choose Star Wars or Star Trek. And
You should watch. I think you would enjoy, especially the movies.
Wow.
I think if you watch the movies, John, just if nothing else, watch the Star Trek movies.
is it really that shocking though?
No, it's not. I'm not.
There's a lot of stuff
in
I haven't
movies.
seen.
Because I'll be when I was young, like I watched the original Star Trek because it was on replays at I don't know what time at night, but I remember going to sleep many a times watching Star Trek. So like that was my introduction. I loved Next Generation, and then the movie, like the newer movies with Chris Pine and forgot the guy that played Spock. I love those movies. Like the newer movies, I didn't like the old ones. They were too like campy and out there for me. But like the newer movies, go watch it. Like I love those movies. I thought they were a lot better than the last couple of Star Wars.
Yeah. What's up, guys? And I also saw Teresa just renamed her channel to Nerdy Tees Collectibles, and I'm really digging that. So I like that a lot. If you guys aren't subscribed to Nerdy T, she's been doing some great soda videos, so definitely go check her out. She's Teresa. Most of you guys probably know her as
with
Teresa.
one of the coolest soda displays you'll ever see.
Honestly, yeah.
Better than ours.
But wrapping up just Star Wars talk and everything, the last thing that I wanted to highlight as an opportunity for Funko is how cool, and I mean, it kind of looks similar. I can't really tell 100% with the Star Trek figures because I'm not a Trekkie or Star Trek fan, but I think the black boxes are going to look so cool with whatever Star Wars figures they decide to use as the legendaries. So I'm excited to see what they look like, even if it's characters that I'm not interested in getting for my collection because I already have versions of them. I'm still going to be excited to see what they look like.
Yeah, man, it's the most anticipated thing. I've wanted to see them release it a long time because I just don't know what they're gonna do to
what. Okay, well let's try this one on for size. Like, what if they just threw out the book? And I know this would probably be a shipping nightmare because they can't figure out how to get like regular 4-inch pops from their warehouse to collectors' hands, not damaged. But what if they just did a whole wave of Star Wars rides, like AT-AT driver and like a giant AT-AT?
I would hate that, John. I'll be honest. I'll absolutely hate that if they do that.
Because there's so many rides, so many vehicles, so many people on animals and creatures and stuff. That'd be really cool. Like the creature is escaping me at the moment, but in episode 3, when they're shooting at Obi-Wan, when he's on Utapau,
yeah.
That lizard looking thing that he was riding, like that would be,
when it fell down the canyon,
if that was a pop, like that would be so cool, you know. And the fact that we've gotten an ATST, but we've never gotten an AT-AT. Like I know it's big and obnoxious and it would take up a lot of room, but they've made a Millennium Falcon. Actually, they've made 2 Millennium Falcons.
They made 2.
If you can make 2 Millennium Falcons, you can make an.
Then I'll be honest, though. I think they made too many because where do you put that Millennium Falcon? Like
it takes up an entire shelf. I have
the box itself.
I love it. The box is dumb.
The box itself, I don't even know what to do with it.
Yeah, the box is dumb.
You put it up there. You don't keep the box for now.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. So, you gotta either keep your couch or you gotta keep the box. It's like one or the other. It's
So
my
this is
ottoman upstairs.
So this is interesting. Mason throwing this out there, but he says, I don't see Funko slowing down Pop Digital at all, considering they listed it as a big positive in the Q4 2023 earnings
I
call.
believe it.
I would
yeah.
agree. I mean, why would they slow down? Because you're selling a lot more digital products, and at the end of the day, there's not that many physical. So yeah, of course.
You don't
Why
have
wouldn't
to
they keep doing
like,
it?
throw them in a landfill or anything like that. So
Yeah, and if they
No.
don't sell, you just burn them. Like,
or sell them
so.
to like Five Below or something for $1. I don't know.
Well,
The
no, I
key-
mean even the packs, like once the packs are gone
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, the
Dude.
key. I mean, if they really wanted to start knocking stuff out of the park, because even with the non-sellouts, like it's for me, it's a non-issue. We're the consumer is creating what the piece counts are going to be with these when they have to burn some of the packs. I wish if I had like 3 wishes right now for Funko to change on the NFT side. One, ship stuff in protectors, because really what they've done with the boxes and what they've done with the sorters, they have changed stuff up. It's still not perfect because I'm getting actually a little more damaged stuff now that they've upgraded the boxes and downgraded the sorters is kind of what happened. I'm okay though. It's not been horrible. I'm fine with that. But give us protectors, give us the count on the stickers. Guys, you can do it. I know that we can figure this out. Give us the actual counts. We should not have like the Mickey one is going to be a great example. The royalty Mickey, as of right now, there are less than 600 of the royalties completed. And I don't see more than 800 getting completed at any point. So I think it's going to be like an 800 piece royalty, but the box is going to say 2,500 pieces. I think that's a travesty for people that are, spending a lot of money to put these royalty sets together and get the NFT redeemables. I don't think that should be. So I'd like to see the stickers change. I'd like to see the packaging get better. Put the protectors on it. And if I have to do the third, they have to knock all the grails out of the park. The grails have to really be fantastic because I think that's what drives these sellouts. I really do. I said it at the beginning here tonight because Starscream is such a great royalty. Because look at the redeemables they're all under $60. If you're cracking packs to pull redeemables and you don't care about the Starscream, don't open the packs. Just go buy your redeemables. They're not crazy expensive.
Well, so here's what so that's interesting insight from Mason, and I agree with his thought process on them not stopping on NFTs. But is anybody else noticing? And somebody actually brought this up in the chat a few minutes ago. I think that NFTs have an issue that really nobody is talking about, and the issue is the fact that there's becoming less and less of an urgency to buy packs, because when these pops hit the aftermarket, or when they hit the physical market, when people actually have them in hand and they put them up for sale, the prices are usually pretty reasonable. A lot of them, relatively speaking, are, they're selling for maybe, like, if you look at the Dark Knight ones, right? The Dark Knight ones, like obviously the Harvey Dent with the exception, everything else is like $250. I think Bane is right around $250, and then everything else is like less than that. So I feel like, yeah, they kind of
But you
have
could have got
to
a
be
pack
like,
for $30 and got it. Like that's
but it's not guaranteed. That's the
no,
thing.
it's not. But also, there's so many legendaries right now. If you go on and you want to buy legendaries, there's so many that are like, you just buy the card before the redemption. You can get some of them for $20-$30. And
that's
this is also free shipping.
Well, that's even better. I mean, that's even better than waiting.
But see, and that's kind of that's where I'm going to with the Grail. And the reason I'm saying what I'm saying, John, because what you're correct on is that now it's kind of gotten to like where the sodas were when your chases are only worth like $20 or $30. How many $15 sodas are you going to open to get a $30 chase? We're starting to get there a little bit with the NFTs. But with that being said, what's going to start happening, especially with a lot of these burns that they've been doing where they're not getting to the full amounts, when you're talking, if something comes out that, and I'm trying to like do this and I'm not a fast enough thinker, so I'm going to just go back to the Mickey and Friends just because that's fresh on the brain. The Grail for the mini Grail, there will be less than 500 pieces. It is going to be the rarest Disney pop. that will be out there. I think 480 pieces, other than maybe some of the Freddies, other than maybe the Freddies. I don't know if there's any other Disney Pop that is less than 480 piece. And that mini grail is going to be less than 480 pieces. So it's going to be the rarest out there because of what they had to burn. Like, now when that comes to the market, I'm not saying that that's going to shoot up past what the old D23 480 piece pops are, but supply and demand, eventually 5 years from now, 3 years from now, people are trying to collect, some of the older NFT things. It's going to be one of the most limited things out there. I think that's when we'll start to figure this out. Now, what you said is right. I mean, you can wait, but you can get them now. Like some of these Transformer ones, like even RC, I believe, is like around $30 right now. Do you need to go buy packs? You don't. You could just pick that up. But the reason all these packs are getting open is to get a $300 Starscream. And I don't think that $300, I will bet my, I'll not bet my life. I don't want to go that far, but like look at the Scooby Grail, because I was hoping the same thing. Scooby Grail I could have had for 280. You can't touch the Scooby Grail for $500. Like it's almost impossible. So yes, you can play the long game and get them when they come out, but they're not that expensive now. It's not the way that it used to be when the NFTs first came out.
You guys want to see if we can hit one of those grails? I'll open 2 of the
Yeah,
packs.
let's do it.
Yeah.
I'll keep a couple packs for a video, but I'll open 2 of the packs here. We'll just randomly. Let's find
I bought another standard pack today. I
Before-
didn't say anything, and I opened it already. I
here.
didn't
This
get
one's
it.
a low number. Let's see if
Before you open your pack, Josh,
Yeah.
just to recap like what you had said about the $30. Like you are 100% correct. Like the $30 opening a pack, that's why people do it, right? Like we open the packs because we're trying to get something worth more. It's just the thing that like with every hobby, as people are in it for longer, they get smarter, right? Because we don't have unlimited funds, so we need to see if we can get the most bang for our buck. So I feel like some people have realized that they're not going to buy packs. They're either going to do what you just said, Vince, on going on to the the market before they're shipped out in physical form and trying to buy them for X amount of money, or they're just waiting till they hit the aftermarket and people have them in hand. And I mean, typically for the most part, like we've seen every single NFT come down significantly in price. So anyway, that was just my point. Like sometimes patience pays off, but like what I'm seeing with the Harvey Dent, like sometimes patience doesn't always pay off. And then there's going to be these certain pops that stay high. But Harvey Dent is a great example because they never made a pop of him like this before.
Well, and Harvey Dent was that's the thing, Jeff. When you really start getting into the NFTs and you start looking at what they're selling for, it's not that they're going down; they're actually staying pretty flat. I mean, some of them do go down, but they stay pretty flat. Like the ones that don't have giant demand. Like I'll be interested to see what the Stranger Things Grail comes in at when it starts hitting the market. We were lucky enough I opened 1 pack of Stranger Things, and I sold the rest of them because personally I didn't like the redeemables that much. Sorry, I just didn't. But we opened 1 pack. I got the Grail. I think that Grail stayed around $250 pretty much the whole time. Is it going to be a $250 Grail? I don't know. Maybe it will come down, but I think there are certain ones that will not come down. And you could kind of see that.
Yeah, I agree.
You could kind of see that when it's on the market. You could kind of see where things are going to be at. And they've not been dropping as much as you think. I think they've stayed pretty flat for the most part.
Well, I know I looked up because I was curious that the Teen Titans drop. That one has come down quite a bit, and I was really surprised because I had all of them.
Teen Titans is a good example.
Teen Titan, yeah, because I love Teen Titans.
Really
I was excited for those, and I mean, you can get most of them for like $20 to $40.
Well, but you could got most of them for that price when you buy them off the atomic secondary market. Majority of them were about that price. The only one that went up and then kind of went back down was Slade, I think. But other than that,
yeah, Slade, unfortunately, the one I bought.
Other than that, the rest were always like a $20 to $40 pop on a
they're lower than you expect. Like the Transformer ones sell out
and pay for shipping when you got it and all those kind of things. So
yeah. Anyway,
let's do this, Jess. Let's come on. Pull at least 3 legendaries here.
Let's see the first double Grail pack. Let's go.
And then you can send me one, Josh, for
And thank you, Grace, for the $2 super chat.
Maybe need a $30 super chat after this pack. You never
I
know.
like that they went back to the 17 cards too.
All right.
Instead of
So
15.
17 cards. Got a common ratchet there. I do like how they did these. These are confusing though because they did this style in multiple different. Usually they keep a style in one, like all uncommons have this style, but they mixed them. I didn't like that. It makes it more confusing. Now that's the Freddy. We need the Freddy. We're gonna go after that Freddy. But so far we got the commons going on here. Oof. This pack is hurting right now. Oh,
son of a gun! Look at that Ultra Magnus.
Yeah.
Everybody, go pick up your packs tonight.
Ultra Magnus.
Congrats, Josh. Is this your first pack that you're opening?
It is first pack I opened.
Oh, you son of a gun!
There you go.
All right,
I'm happy for you.
Back to
No, I
back.
am happy for you.
Back to back. Back to back.
Don't you love how it slow reveals? It's so exciting.
Unicron. That is Vince's favorite.
I got my 10-inch sitting right over under my desk over there.
Uncommon. Epic. All right. Epic with the legendary. Always a plus.
This Freddy is awesome too.
I'm definitely going after the Freddy no matter.
100%. Actually, I am going to get 2 royalties, I believe.
I want the Freddy so bad.
Rare Frenzy to go with the Epic. Uncommon King Starscream.
God, I got to get this somehow.
Common. Got a common.
Maybe I can return my Project Freddy and get a Starscream instead. Maybe I should have done that. I should have thought.
That was my other question that I forgot to ask earlier. If you get selected for Project Fred and you don't want to buy it,
no, they charge your card right away. There's no opting out.
Oh, you're committed. Oh,
you're committed. If you fill out that thing, that's why I said maybe I should have waited another day or so, because I might wake up tomorrow and be like, "What happened? What happened yesterday?" No, you're committed. Once you put your card in there, there's no takesy backsies.
Okay.
All right.
It's how they do shoe drops too. I found out.
Let's do this one.
I got my shoes at Kohl's.
So trust me, so do I. I don't even get them at Kohl's. I get them at Kmart, and I think Kmart went out of business.
There's no drops for the shoes I wear.
It's when they drop them in a store.
The new Kohl's drop. Kohl's cash.
They drop them on the shelf for you.
When I get that, what you ever scratch the coupon thing and you get the 30% and you're like out the door?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's when I get new clothes. It's like once every couple of years.
Middle class adulting.
Let's get this going. Worth it. Got my value out of it at least.
You know, I got to take my Grimlock Pop out of the box. I really never appreciated that thing the way I should have.
Common. All right, that's how we started the last one. Common. Uncommon. See, I don't like it when they mix them. I really don't like that mix. Like,
no, I don't either.
I don't know. That's just me. Common. All right, you're killing me back.
Oh.
Jeez. Rare. Common. Uncommon. All right. Rare. All right. We'll get something. We haven't even got an epic out of this pack. This is when it kills you.
Sometimes they're the big old duddos.
Common. Uncommon.
Come on.
All right.
Last card magic here.
Grow. Wait, that means I got a coin.
No, we got 2 of these coins. I love the coins. I don't know why I love the coins as much as I do, but
all right. So I got one really good pack, one really crappy pack. You guys want to do one more?
Yeah, I do.
All right. We'll keep. Let's see. Let's go the highest number one.
Yeah, we had a pack number 235, lowest pack I ever had. I think. I mean, maybe
break even. That's what I'm fine with. I need to have multiple packs so you can kind of break even.
You know, we Yeah, I don't think we broke even. We pulled a decent amount of legendaries, but I don't think we broke even either, though.
Gerald says you can cancel Project Fred before March 12th.
Oh, you can? Well, I'm not anyway. Pick me, Funko.
Uncommon. Oh, take me home. This is killing me. What is this like? All right, we're gonna feed you every uncommon. I'm gonna have every uncommon in this pack alone. Oh,
Son of a
there
gun!
it is.
There you go.
There it is.
What do you mean? There you go.
There it is.
Grail?
That is the Grail. King Starscream is in the house. Look at that.
I'm so jealous, Josh. I'm so jealous of you, and I'm so happy for you at the same
Number
time.
624 out of 999.
Can't wait to see it in 8 months.
Yes. 8 months
God,
later.
when did you become the negative Nancy of the group?
No, I was just kidding. I wish they ship out quicker.
Well, I get Vince.
Wow.
Well, I pull a Grail for Vince. Ready? Let's see.
Do it again.
Please.
Pull another one.
Come on, back to back. Oh,
That loaded kind of slow.
Slow reveal.
Waiting for it. Epic. All right.
epic. Josh, honestly, you can buy another 4 packs and you still are going to be ahead at this point.
I know. At this point, doing well. Common. And we'll end the night with...
Do it.
Grail.
Hey,
that is... Oh, and another coin, you lucky duck.
Is there a Decepticon coin and an Autobot coin?
I think they did Autobot last time. I think the coin last time might have been an Autobot one.
Oh, that's cool.
There it is.
Man,
what
the
is it
Grail.
going for right now? Like 300 something?
Yeah, it is.
So
I think it was like 3 times.
So I got my pack.
Dang. Do I gotta go buy another pack? I don't know. No, I'm not buying 11 packs. That's moronic. Right?
That means they're still out there, everyone.
They're still out there. Actually, believe it or not, I think there's already been over 650 of the Grails pulled. There's only like 200 and some Grails left at this point.
I will say, out of all the packs I've opened, I probably have only gotten like, other than, okay, I will say this, like Hanna-Barbera, I got a crazy amount of Grails. But those were packed for cheap, and I bought a lot of packs and had fun with them.
Yeah.
But the other, like the more expensive things, I think I've only gotten 2 or 3 Grails. Like out of all the packs I've opened, I've only gotten probably 3 Grails. So that's pretty awesome. I didn't get the first Grail. I never got the first Transformers Grail. I got all the rest of the pops.
Yeah, we got the first Transformer Grail,
but
now
no, I wasn't that excited about a gold Optimus.
No, I wasn't either, Josh. I was excited about this one.
This one looks much better.
I mean, maybe I pulled it today, guys. You're going to have to go watch our video. Maybe I pulled it. Maybe I'm just sandbagging right now on how happy I am for Josh.
Teresa says, all right, open 4 more. No big deal.
See, somebody like me, the problem with me watching that, I'm like, look at how easy Josh did it.
But sometimes the great thing is, like, not opening the rest right away is these packs aren't technically assigned.
No, they're not assigned until you click open.
So if you wait, maybe you get the right timing to get the next Grail again, or who knows? It's all like people. I've gotten 3 legendaries in a pack before. I will say that I've gotten 3 legendaries in a pack. A premium pack before. The bigger deal is when you get a standard pack and you get a legendary.
Yeah.
That's $9.
Yeah, and the legendary packs right now on the secondary marker are only $12, so they're not great.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know that.
Yeah. How many has been bought just now?
So Alex says the police do this thing called challenge coins. They need to make Funko NFT coins in the style of challenge coins. Yeah, I'm very familiar. I have a whole box of challenge coins.
So,
but that would be cool if they were physical coins. I agree.
Forever ago, I remember when Drop was on something else, they talked about doing something with the coin. At one point,
they could definitely do some fun stuff,
and they still haven't done. Now they've done where they drop like randomly. They pick a random.
Yeah, I got a couple Freddy's dropped one
like
recently.
just say a bonus NFT card or something with them, and maybe you get a rare or whatever. Now the question is, has anyone hit all the 101s so far too?
I think only one was pulled.
Yeah.
I think I don't know for sure. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Mason's got a good point. Maybe I should. Hey, Drop, are you guys watching? If I buy a pack right now on
I
stream,
know. All right, so I know Drop is watching, because I have been, I bothered Drop a little bit too much about Star Wars, trying to get them to give me a hint or a nugget. They wouldn't give me anything as to an indication of what the characters were going to be. But not sponsored, but I know somebody's probably watching.
Well, it's opposite. I think I sponsored Drop because I
yeah,
me too.
I think that
Reverse sponsorship.
If you see the packages I have out in the other room that are waiting to be open with NFTs that we bought from past drops, yeah.
There's something about getting the NFTs into. I enjoy the whole process. I mean, I don't know. I like waiting that. Not that I want to wait that long, but
I don't like waiting 8 months. But if it was like a month after the drop happened and like cleared out, and then a month later they guaranteed you, I don't get why they can't. If they're not changing the sticker, they're not doing anything different. I don't get why they can't. After the drop happens, they sell them on the aftermarket. Redemption coins go out. They have 30 days. Once that 30 days hits, you redeem. You have so much time to redeem. That 30 days to redeem. Once that hits, they process orders, and within that next another 30 days, they start sending them out. Like, I don't get.
Yeah, and that's why I make the jokes about like, waiting so long, because I don't think it needs to be that long, but maybe the process of them actually like sending the molds over to be made and the boxes and everything, maybe it takes longer than we realize.
And they're starting to pump them out a little bit faster. Maybe they're starting to get this figured out a little bit more. I don't know. Seems like they're coming faster, at least.
No, they definitely are. They're definitely hitting collectors' hands.
Well, I think they all hit like at one time. Did you know that?
Yeah, they did, man.
I got at least like in a good month or two period 6 drops in, at least, if not more. Like, and they need another NFT soda. I agree.
They do. They need to bring back NFT sodas. Actually, I do want to talk about soda, just like shifting the conversation before we have a couple new pops that I wanted to highlight. Talking about sodas, I saw Diss Trackers post, was it Diss Trackers or Funko Pop News, post a picture of the Jelly Belly soda.
I do it. And
yeah,
I think a couple people tagged all of us, right?
Yeah. So I've been doing extensive research. I actually have a video coming out, or I want to drop it at some point next week, trying to figure out what exactly is going on with sodas. And the thing that I just want to put out into the atmosphere kind of goes along with what we were saying before about the negativity. I am really frustrated, I guess, by people in the community. Like, if there's like no new news about a soda, or if like pre-orders get canceled, people automatically just assume like sodas are dead, sodas are dying, like that's it, no more sodas. When it's just like, that is not the case. Like, there's way too much evidence to suggest that sodas are sticking around. It's just that I think it's part, and you guys can weigh in what your thoughts are. Like, I think the soda thing is just caught up in the whole restructuring of Funko.
Yeah, like when everybody was kind of up in arms when Velma got canceled, I really think that we're going to see Velma later this year. I really do. I don't think I think it got canceled with Entertainment Earth because they had to cancel it, because I think that they pulled it back to be able to release it hopefully later on this year. And that's really what I'm kind of hoping, that we see it as an SDCC soda, because it was only going to be 8,000 piece. It wasn't like a huge amount. Right. So I hope we see that then. We're going to get, where we've seen Jiminy Cricket for C2E2. I can't wait for that.
I know. I just thought it was so funny because, like, if you look at all these comments and all these people saying, like, oh, that's it, sodas are gone. It's like they literally just dropped this at Box Lunch this week. Like, this just.
I think it's a mix of like what things are canceled, and Funko does that all the time. You see peaks of stuff and it gets delayed or canceled and things like that. The Jelly Belly, I'm surprised It's Sugar did do it as an exclusive, truthfully, because they do they've done the.
How many pieces was that Jelly Belly though? I feel like there was a lot of those.
I think it was 10.
10,000.
Like 10,000 is way too many for Jelly Belly.
Jelly Belly, yeah.
Think? I don't
6,
know. I
maybe?
actually don't know. Based on the amount of people who were saying that they were excited for it, I
You know
think
why I
10 was
say
kind
that?
of
Like,
perfect.
how many pieces was
It feels scented. No, but it's not.
how
No,
many
but I like
pieces
the fact
was
that they did another
Lucky
color.
Charms? Because I feel like Lucky Charms was like super inexpensive to
Lucky
pick up.
was way too many. It was 14.5.
Was it? Oh, it was that many. Okay,
Yeah, it
so
was
yeah,
too many,
that's a crazy
and
amount.
you know what it was? It wouldn't have been too many if the chase was something different, but I think because the chase was so lame, like, right? It was just him with like a different charm or something. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, he had the bowl in one
I
hand and
work.
the
Yeah,
charm in the other.
like why wasn't he glow? Like that would have been like a killer glow. But no, I think
I
a lot of
do.
people were looking forward to this because
I had it pre-ordered with GameStop. I mean, that's how long ago this was. I had it on pre-order on GameStop, and I remember when it got canceled.
so
Oh, look,
here,
my comments right there. What did I say?
It seems like a
Pre-order.
super
Oh, I
easy
had it on
one.
pre-order with GameStop. See?
but here's the
Want it to
thing
be
with
a
those
console.
pre-orders, it seems like there's only certain retailers canceling stuff while other retailers still have the pre-orders open. So if this soda wasn't truly fact canceled, why wouldn't Funko tell every retailer across the board like it's getting canceled, cancel all your
You need a
pre-orders,
refund
refund your
money.
money? But there are some retailers that are still holding people's money for
With
this
Jelly
soda.
Belly,
With
is?
Jelly Belly, yeah.
Oh,
And
well.
So that's-
with Jelly Belly and Velma.
I mean,
both.
yeah, this wasn't exclusive to anywhere. So
Yeah. Well, that I didn't know. I thought that everybody that had like Velma would have just, I mean, they should all know, right?
I mean, is it though? We don't know.
We don't know. See, that's the thing. Like, we don't know. So I see a lot of people like jumping to conclusions and just saying, like, oh, these are just going to go by the wayside like Dorbs. And it's just like two completely different products. Like, sodas are very unique, you know, with the
Well,
chase aspect and
there's still a
everything.
market for sodas.
There's still a huge market for sodas. Yeah, exactly.
And really, even some of the Dorbs, they're not like worthless. Like some
I mean,
Dorbs sell for a little bit. Like I don't know if they ever were, you know, selling for
There are
crazy.
some Dorbs that are worth hundreds of dollars. If you look at some very limited like multi-packs, some of the rides,
Yeah, we got some of the
obs-
rides up there right now, and it's not like
yeah,
they were $5
some of
each.
the obscure ones, like there's some Saturday morning cartoon ones that are super limited. They are worth quite a bit, and you can't find them. So
I think with the sodas, we all know they just made too many in the past year or so, and they learned their lesson and kind of slowed down. I think we'll still see them trickling out. I think they have to figure out what they want to do with them. It's a big piece of them, and then what they're going to do with the retailers that buy them and now bought too many and try to clear them out. I mean, the good thing is, I mean, I know all of us grabbed some on the sale. This Easter basket, fill up your basket sale. So, but you know what was the great thing to see with that sale? A lot of them sold out.
Yeah.
On their
Well, I mean,
site.
$5. How can you not like?
But that just proves there's still demand, even though that's not great. Like that they have to lower them to $5 to get them to sell out. That means at least still there's people that are trying to get them for their collections, and they'll do it at $5.
And you have to at a certain point. You can't keep something around for a year. You lost your audience.
You know what I can't believe? I can't believe Winter Soldier is still not sold out. And that's $5.
Did Hulk sell out? They put up the 3-liter Hulk. Did that one sell out?
Yeah, I think. Oh,
I bought one.
Now I don't remember.
I don't know. Well, let's see. I'll pull it up right now. Let's see.
You know, I seen Bugs Bunny was on there for $5. That
you
remember when we talked?
I would have bought a bunch of Bugs Bunny, but it sold out before I could get there.
I 1,000% would have. And I remember when we talked, when they dropped it, we're like, you thought maybe it was going to sell in a couple hours.
Yeah,
I would. We were saying maybe
I was so wrong on that. I got burned. Vince, you were right, but I think you were even technically wrong because I think you said it was going to sell out in like 6 months.
I think you're right. I was wrong.
Yeah, so
I think the great thing about it is it needs this kind of stuff needs to happen though. You need to get stuff sold out because in the aftermarket there is no place to go buy it still on the market. So eventually everything. I mean, we've seen pops. Some pops go on clearance and they still stay $6. Some pops go on clearance, they're gone, and then a year later, everyone's looking for that.
Yeah.
and then the pop starts rising to $30 just
How is
because everyone's
Tapatio
looking
Man
for
still
it.
not gone on sale?
I
Well-
can't believe the Freddy too is still there. I had to get a
Yeah.
couple more of those because I still haven't got the chase.
It's one of my favorite Freddy sodas, honestly.
I'm
The
just
ones
bummed
I'm
that
surprised-
the coolers were on sale.
I know.
We still need like 5 or 6 more Peanuts coolers.
Those Lost Boys, the chases are pretty high, like for in value. Like if you look at the value,
Are
of them,
they?
that they're a low piece count can.
Well, it's an 800
There
piece.
must be so many.
It's
Yeah,
an 800 piece chase. So
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Stitch
this
sold
is
out.
Stitch
You're
sold
sold
out.
out finally. Oh, good.
People love Stitch though, so I'm not.
Yeah, I got a
surprised.
couple of
do.
those.
Oh, Momo sold out. Look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sold out
Momo
pretty early, I think.
None of the
Right.
3 liters were on sale, right? I don't think.
Nope.
any.
Poor Barb. I haven't pulled that chase either.
Yeah, I wanted more Vaders,
Jessica Rabbit. I'm really surprised I haven't sold out.
especially since Roger Rabbit's like so freaking hard to find.
Yeah.
Mickey and Minnie. Those are great ones. I like those. I don't particularly like the chases though. I do like the commons. So if you want
Yeah, the black light.
We've had people specifically ask us for the commons.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure if I put
get
up
them
a
now,
common,
they're $5.
I'm pretty sure if I put up a common Mickey and a chase Mickey side by side, 9 out of 10 people would go for the common.
Yeah, the beach attire doesn't make a lot of sense as black light.
I had to grab a couple more Cosmo there.
Cosmo sold out.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah,
grab a couple more of those because I didn't get the flock chase yet.
Did you get some Shazams?
I didn't
Alright.
get any.
I passed on the Shazam.
No Shazams, huh?
I'm surprised Padme wasn't on sale. Truthfully, at this point.
Because they know May the 4th's coming. This was the only 3 liter on sale, but I think it's like permanently on sale.
Yeah, I think
they can't get rid of it. I mean,
Doctor Strange sold out. It's so weird what characters sell out and what don't.
Well, don't forget these are also ones they have in retailers too, so it's not
and they're
not like a Funko
numbered.
Shop exclusive or anything.
Yeah, no 3 liters on sale and no coolers.
I will say the Bugs Bunny sold out super quick.
Yeah. Yeah, because I definitely would have got more of those. That is a fantastic chase.
I just packed up our soda collection. And yeah, I don't think Funko gets enough credit for flocking the ears because the ears are they come off, right? And they did such a great job with that.
It's awesome.
Yeah, some of the outnumbered, unlimited, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, the sodas with no piece count are truly the definition of supply and demand because the ones that sell out are the Spider-Verse ones. Like Cosmo from the Guardians seems to be very popular. You can tell like what themes are popular or like what movies and what aren't. Like look at all of Shazam. All of Shazam was there, but the only Spider-Verse one left was Spot.
I will say the Black Panther ones were so well done.
Oh, Okoye didn't get the Okoye's full price. It's in her contract. Her soda never goes on sale. She's full price.
Mbaku's down.
Winter Soldier though, grab them while you can.
Yeah, it's only been there for 2 years. Yeah, Hulk is
still
on
there. How is Hulk still on there?
What when I see stuff like that, it's just like because the whole secondary market was based off of whatever they released. You know what I mean? Originally, which
it was only 5,000 of them.
I know that's crazy to me.
I
bought another one. I cannot wait for that thing to come in.
That chase still goes for like $280.
But you know what the
piece chase?
You know what the problem is, John? It goes for that because how many are actually on the market? Now that we know that this didn't sell out, like how many pieces are actually out there for us?
How many people have? Curious in the chat. Did anyone else pick up this? I did. I picked up 2 more actually. I picked
the
up
Hulks.
Yeah, because I only got one, and I didn't get the chase. So.
Now
people were going nuts. Remember, like Whatnot and all the streams that were going nuts with them when after the sellout, those things were going for like $100 sealed. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. Well,
the great thing about the sealed ones too is there's no like ability to like weigh the difference because of the color.
Yeah,
you know, like there's no pre-knowing anything for people that might try to do that with them. But where's the Maui? We need the
Let's get that
Maui.
Maui.
Oh, that one's sold. That one's a good one too. The Zombie
Iron
Iron Man. That one looks good. It just
Wasn't
looks,
that a Walmart exclusive?
yeah, Walmart exclusive.
But how does that sell out and like certain other ones don't? Like that just blows my mind.
Well, remember, this is what they have left of their stock.
Yeah, they could have
Remember,
only
these-
had 1,000 or
Who knows? They might come back
$5
up there
too.
too. I mean, Hulk sold out, and somehow they now have a couple hundred more.
Yeah. But I mean, if they're closing them out for $5, I mean, I don't think they're going to restock them and then put them back up for $5 again.
Yeah.
So Johnny Sack says Hulk being up this long is a really bad look. I don't know if it's a really bad look. I think it's just
Well, it
people
kind
don't wanna-
of is.
I mean, it kind of is, but like at the
It
same
kind of is because
time,
the first one sold out in like, you know what I mean, in like no
Uh,
time, and then it.
What was it? Like, what number 3 liter was it? Because
what
Iron Giant
number?
was
I think it
first.
was like 7 or
Third?
No, it
Oh.
was after. It was after.
Wasn't
was
it after
after
Maleficent,
Juggernaut.
and
It was
Juggernaut?
after
Juggernaut.
Maleficent.
So 4th or 5th, maybe?
Yeah,
No.
maybe 5th.
I mean, a 5,000 piece, too.
That's why I'm
500.
saying 5,000 pieces for a 3-liter is like you're probably max. Like that's the max that there should be. You know what's
What-
amazing though? This thing, I think this was one of the this was one of the best chases. Like you're completely, it's a different character altogether. Like
Well, and the other thing that's weird too is Red Hulk is actually coming up in the MCU too. So you think people would try to get this because we are actually going to see Red Hulk. We're probably going to see Red Hulk again. I don't think we're supposed to see regular Hulk for a while. So Red Hulk is the next Hulk person that we're going to see in the MCU.
I think we all know it's a 3 liter. It's hard because it's a 3 liter and it's $40.
It's $40. Like I think that's the single biggest thing holding people back. It's not the space because people buy like movie moments and rides and 10-inch pops. Like people will make space. I think it's just a simple fact that $40 seems steep for a soda. I think that's it. I mean, I really think that's it. CrossSave says we need a 3-liter Stay Puffed. I don't want to see a 3-liter Stay Puft for a while. I don't want to see characters that they've already done in 3-liter form. I want to see different, unique things. They've
I'll be
already.
honest, I kind of want to see a 3-liter Stay
A 3-liter
Puft.
Stay Puft would be cool, but like if they haven't announced it yet, like don't bother, like don't do it until the next Ghostbusters movie because the new Ghostbusters comes out in like 2 weeks. Like they missed the boat.
I think that the 3-liters, man, they did such. I don't know. Will we see any more 3-liters? I don't even know if we will after Maui. Which bums me out if they don't, because I think that the way that, like, I'm looking at the couple that we got, I really do love them. I know Brie doesn't like. Brie hates the bottles. Honestly, she loves all the figures. She always hates on them. She hates the bottles.
They're all out. They're all put away.
Mine too. We don't
box.
display any of the bottles. It's not like the cans. I think they did an amazing job with all the sculpts. I really think that like all of them have like really blown me away. I think they're well worth the $40 price tag.
Johnny Sack says either something is fishy with the count or it says sodas aren't doing very good. The count is 5,000 pieces. There's no fishiness there. It could be like 5,002 or something for, quality control purposes, but it's 5,000. I think it's more the fact that I think people are also weary of adding more of a certain type of collectible to their collection if they don't think that collectible is going to be around long term. Like,
well,
it's just like what you just said, Vince. Like if there's no 3-liter sodas coming after Maui, that might prevent people from going, I don't know if I'm going to buy this because I don't know if there's going to be more that I'm going to want to collect.
I also don't think, listen, I don't count the 3-liters as a soda either. Like whether we want to say, we can have the debate whether 3-liter or sodas are doing well or not well. I don't think that I think 3-liters are its own thing. I know they're in the soda line, but I really don't equate them. I never looked at the 3-liters as sodas. I think they're their own thing. And I'll be honest, I think that the sculpts have been so amazing on those because I'm kind of with what you just said, John. Like I don't like, if I think that like the die casts are a great example. those metal boxes that they put the pop and stuff in, you could see that the writing was on the wall that those weren't going to stick around. So like I wouldn't go heavy into those because I don't want to have stuff that I'm not going to be collecting. So I'm kind of with that. But with that being said, I think they did such an amazing job with the 3 liters. Like I'm okay with it. Even if they stop after Maui, like I'll be okay with it. But I hope they don't. I hope they can reduce the piece counts. And I think 5,000 is okay, but they're going to know better than me if they can make money with the 5,000 piece count ones.
I think this is another great point, and this is something that both you and Josh have said a lot of times. I think there's people who do want that Hulk, but they're probably thinking like, oh, I don't want to buy it this week because next week it could be $30 or $25. Like it could go on sale. And that's the problem with the frequency of these sales. Like we've seen these sales so many times over the last like 6 to 8 months, and sodas are like the main target of the sale.
I was disappointed. None of the 6-pack lunch boxes were on sale there. None of the soda boxes. So
I'll be with saying whether we're wrong. Like I was surprised that Hulk made the minute that I seen that Hulk was announced, like I went on the site immediately and I bought one immediately because I thought like I really only expected that to be up there for maybe a couple hours. So I'm surprised that it's still up there. And yeah, I don't think that the piece count, like if a company ever got found out that like they may order 10% over, I really don't think that they're made.
Do you guys remember the Snoop Dogg store, of course?
Yeah.
So when that store opened up, it opened up, if my memory serves me correctly, it opened up like a month or two before the Hulk dropped. And there was a shipment of sodas that apparently when the Snoop Dogg house closed recently, all those sodas went back to Funko. Like whatever and the pops too, whatever they didn't sell in that store, it all went back to Funko's warehouse. So when I saw the Hulk, I actually wasn't surprised because Hulk was one of the characters that was readily available apparently in the Snoop Dogg house. And now we never went there. I didn't have the opportunity to do so, but in the back wall, I mean, I saw several people posting pictures of the stock and the inventory, and they had Iron Giants. Like they had every 3 liter possible, at the time, even though those items were sold out on the Funko shop. So I am surprised that Hulk is still around, but I wasn't surprised to see it again because I was like, oh, maybe they're just going through all the stock and the inventory from that closed store and now slowly posting it on the website.
I mean, stuff like this isn't like a weird thing. Like this happened with Fun Days boxes one year. And I don't think they restocked it. Like they showed up a couple days after the original, sellout where they sold out immediately. I don't think that they made a couple more, in the 3 days. I think that sometimes they just find old stock and they put it up there. I don't think it's I don't think it's like some kind of shady thing.
I saw several people comment on I think Distractors posts about the Hulk that were from that were waiting for it to ever drop on Funko Europe too, and never dropped over the seas.
Yeah,
so that was one thing too. A lot of people, who knows? Maybe a stock never got over there, and they decided not to send it over that way too. Could have been from the Snoop Dogg shop. It could have been from whatever that. Where did all that stock go? Did it go Hollywood? Did it go back to their warehouses? All those kind of things. So. Yeah. I mean, I'm a little surprised that hasn't sold out yet, but also I think, like you said, there was the hype of it, and now it's kind of maybe gone a little bit.
Yeah.
But if you realize the chance of that chase still has some great value. So I'm that, let alone for that, but it's $40 for a chance at the chase.
It's a $40 gamble. Yeah.
Other sodas were $5. $5 gamble. People are like, I'll take $100 worth, but for $40,
you definitely.
So Lauren brings up a great comment. She said, I think what really hurts them is that they have zero communication when they do things like this. So it just leaves people to speculate. I agree with that. I think, unfortunately, with the amount of times that Funko brings back a certain item with a restock or with pulling out more inventory, it might be impossible for them to communicate every single thing. But at the same time, it would be nice every now and then if they did post, even just that they posted in their story on the Instagram, like, hey, we found we have a pallet of 500 Hulk 3-liter sodas that are going up on the site today. Be on the lookout. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, I don't think that hurts anything.
and
if
I don't
they
think
do
that's
that.
like illegal or anything because
No.
they're a company, it's their product. Like, I think it would actually help them tremendously. I mean, why wouldn't it help them tremendously as a company and sell more items? They can't be afraid. Like, even if they were like Darkseid Anakin, right? Everybody's freaking out about that one because they're restocking it yet again and the
Yeah.
value's tanking. But are they afraid to be like, hey, like we have 100 more units of Darkseid Anakin with 50,000 with the Walgreens sticker and 50,000 with the special edition sticker that are going up for sale? Like, would that actually hurt the market? Because then people are like, oh my god, another 100,000 of that pop is going to be on the market, the value is going to be next to nothing, and then people are angry. So I wonder if they at a certain point realize that, like, kind of what we said in the beginning of the stream, like no matter what they say now, people get upset, so they just don't say anything.
Yeah, and I mean, for the most part, like you're probably not going to get that information ever. I don't think most companies would. Now, this is a little different because it's a limited piece, but I don't think most companies tell you how much they've made of certain things. I don't
They're
know.
not obligated to. Obviously, it
Right.
would be nice.
Yeah.
I still think Funko communicates a lot more with their fans and customers than most companies do. But I think with anything, like, we always want more, right? We always want more explanations, more
Yeah.
communication, more social media. But anyway, moving on from sodas, I did want to point out this item because I am very excited for it. I don't know anybody in the Philippines, but maybe somebody watching is in the Philippines and can help me get one. I really want this Philippines Fanatic Freddy, and I know it's the same mold as the other two Freddys they've put out, but I'm really excited for
Only
this.
1,500 piece.
Only 1,500 pieces, so this is going to be tough to secure, but I'm up for a challenge. I like a good challenge every now and then. I don't know if you guys have any interest in this, but I have the other two. I have the San Diego Comic-Con one and the Fright Night one. So I just love how it's so simple. Like, it's the same exact mold of him with the glasses and the bag and everything, but I love the color swaps and the fact that it has the Philippine sticker, 1,500 piece. Like, I love that.
It's limited.
It's limited. You know what? And I know most people will complain. I'm sure most people aren't complaining, like, oh, it's only in the Philippines. Like, how am I supposed to get it? I mean, there's international collectors to us that stuff drops here and they have to, make connections to get a certain item. So I think it's cool that something is dropping in another country and it's going to be hard to get. So
It's a collectible because it's hard to get it. If it's easy to get, you're just buying stuff.
right.
You know what I mean? It's got to be hard to get. This is
Exactly.
good that it's hard to get.
And there was a bunch of other stuff that dropped this week. There's a new NFL wave coming out. This Spider-Man, the upside down Spider-Man with the hot dog. I don't know if you guys saw that one.
Saw that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Kind of cool.
I do love the pizza one, Pie Day one. I remember you guys opened that one recently in a box.
Yeah, the Pie Day one is awesome. But yeah, fun stuff. Oh, I thought it was a lead into the Batman animated series Lego set. Oh, I know we're a Funko stream, but I do want to highlight this Lego set for a quick minute. I am so excited for this set. I made that post today. Like, if you had $300, would you buy the Project Fred or would you buy this set? I am so excited. Like, I know not everybody here collects Lego, and I know this is very expensive, but I will gladly find a way to figure out how to pay $300 for this.
I think it's cool. I think it looks good, but I don't know if I want to get it. I don't know. I never got any of the Batmobiles or anything like that too. So
yeah, I think it looks fantastic just because I loved watching the animated series growing up. That was
Animated series was the best.
It was, yeah, literally the best. But the thing that gets me with this set is the amount of Easter eggs. I don't know if this picture doesn't show it, but like there's a question mark built into one of the towers. There's all these little things that like open up and you can see like all the other villains in Arkham Asylum, and there's the Batcave and the Gotham City Police Tower and the Bat Signal. Like, there's just so many cool little features, and it's like this awesome 3D art
Looks
set.
like a fun build. I will say it looks like a fun build.
And you actually get minifigures, like some of the other art sets.
Yeah.
Actually, none of the other art sets off the top of my
No.
head, except for the what was the
Well, no, Van Gogh.
the Van Gogh one, yeah, the painter
Yeah,
one.
that's what this one more reminds me of, that style, because of how it's done. So,
Yeah,
reminds me of the Van Gogh set, which we have. Shannon loves.
yeah. But the previous, like the Iron Man one, the Darth Vader one, the other Jim Lee Batman, like Mickey Mouse, yeah, they didn't have minifigs. And they're coming out, like, this is not the only one. They're coming out with a whole wave of animated series stuff this summer. They're doing like I'm pretty sure they're doing a Batmobile. They're doing a little Batwing. Like, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. And I just hope they give us all the different characters, like Mr. Freeze, Riddler, Penguin. I want to see them all. So even if I can't afford them all, I want to see them all. But Fresh Find says, hey guys, it was just released. The creator of Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, has passed. Oh, that's a bummer.
Wow.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, RIP.
But anyway, we are coming up on the 2-hour mark. So Vince, you want to let everybody know what's going on in the world of the Poppin' Duo?
You know what, John? I would love to do that. Actually, so guys, we have a fun soda battle on Saturday with 10 other YouTube channels. So you guys are going to watch that out. First time we've opened 6 sodas in one video. Like me and Bree were talking in the video. I can't remember the last time we did a 6 soda battle. So you're going to have to see how many chases we pull. And that should be pretty fun. We'll list all the channels that are participating. You guys can watch and see who wins this battle, because I'm going to be curious to see that as well. It was super fun to be able to do that. Really, we've got videos coming out after that. We're going to have videos this week. If you guys could do us a favor, go over to Whatnot at some point over the next week or two, or next month or whatever. We got the charity auction coming up in May. If you guys are looking to, because we got a lot of messages from people that want to send stuff, you can find the address in all of our videos. So you guys can go there and do that. And then I'm going to finish up by saying congrats to my brother and my beautiful sister-in-law. They had our 13th grandchild in the family. It's my 11th niece and nephew, as my nephew was born last week. So I want to say congrats to them, because I know that they turn this on every once in a while. They're fans of all of our channels. So nice. I want to say congrats to them. I have not got to get over there yet this week, but congrats to them.
That's awesome.
Congratulations. And thank you to my beautiful, lovely wife that did not murder me. And I get to sleep in the bed tonight. I don't even have to sleep on the couch, even though I might be getting a 11-inch big boy Freddy. Maybe.
It's one of a kind. It's a piece of Funko history. You had to.
Yes. We'll see.
What you got, Josh?
So first, speaking of charity stuff, I again want to thank everyone for last month. We did $3,500 towards scholarships. We did go to Dream Gala. We did commit to something big at the Dream Gala. So instead of just giving the $3,500 and that's it, we decided we're going to commit to another endowed scholarship of $10,000 total. So we're starting a brand new endowed scholarship. I'm not going to say what it is yet, because we're still working on details, but it's something very close to our heart, and I think it will be a great surprise for someone in our life, and that we want to share. But the great
they
thing
don't know yet, Josh?
No, they don't know yet.
Oh, that's super awesome.
I have been working with the foundation, because you have to work on like commitment and like all the little details and things like that. But the cool thing is, because it was at the Dream auction that we committed to this, and the funds went towards what we had, what happens is that $10,000 becomes a $20,000 commitment, because Additions Financials has agreed to give 100% match to anyone that night that committed to a $10,000 scholarship. So for an endowment. So instead of just being a $10,000 endowment, it will become a $20,000 endowment once we kind of finalize finishing that. So hopefully our next charity auction in August time, we can raise the rest and finish it off, and
Yep.
we'll have a $20,000 scholarship instead of a 10. So it's pretty awesome that they're doing that match. That means typically for every 10,000, I think it's like $400 or $500 a year they give out, because it's endowed scholarship. It goes on forever, so it'll stay there forever and always give out this money. So that becomes like $800 to $1,000 every year. It'll give out forever, being the endowment. So can't wait to share a little more about that soon. But I wanted to kind of let everyone know that's what we decided to do with the scholarship money, is be able to start that process and be able to commit to that. So that means next one, let's finish it. Let's get it done. So in August, anyone that wants to support coming up, that would be great. And then this weekend we have, I need to do probably the NFT video here. Maybe we can pull another grail now.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to like go record this, opening this instead, and put it in there. So I need to see if we can pull another grail or some more legendaries and finish getting closer to that royalty, because I do want that royalty. We do also have some more NFTs to open, and then I can't wait because we have a bunch of sodas coming in soon. So over the next probably couple weeks, we'll do some soda videos as well too. So we have a bunch coming in from the sale. So we haven't really done a big variety of soda videos lately. So I'm looking forward to that kind of fun as well too.
Nice. And that's great news to hear about the endowed scholarship and everything. That's, I think, a real nice perk of our channels is, we can focus on efforts on other things that really impact other people's lives outside of collecting toys and Funko Pops and stuff. So, and being able to do these charity drives and everything, it's really special. And we wouldn't be able to raise this much money just based on being John or Josh or Vince, but the fact that we can be Pop and Duo, Professor Josh, Slapshot, and that name, can bring in some money that can be put to a good cause is something really special. So, definitely very excited for August, and you're definitely going to crush that goal for sure. For us, we did not put out a video today, which a couple people messaged us. We are fine. We're insanely busy this week. So we're going to put out our dual video tomorrow. And then Saturday, we actually have another big collection haul video. We got a ton of positive feedback from last weekend's collection haul video. So thank you guys for watching that. So we have another cool collection that came in this week that Joanna and I hustled our butts off and inventoried, and we'll have that out for Saturday. And then Saturday night over on our website, slapshotpops.com, volume 4 mystery box will be dropping. Little higher price point this weekend. So we just had 3 weeks in a row of, we did $30 boxes, guaranteed value. So Saturday night, we're going to try a $50 guaranteed value box. And there's a lot of really good hits in it. So I'll be curious to see how that goes. 40 boxes, so not as many as last week. So a little bit higher price point, but fewer boxes. So, but thank you guys for the support. It's critical right now because we're trying to just throw as much money as we can into this savings fund, and we're basically just about to turn over all the money to the mortgage company, which is good.
It's always fun.
Yeah, always fun. Adulting. Yes, we are moving. We're moving to New Jersey. So we don't know yet. People message us every day asking either if we found a house or where we're moving, if we're moving, why we're moving, why can't we stay in the same place? Are we being evicted? Like, we get some weird messages now about moving. So we're not being evicted. We are at the end of our tour here in Boston. So moving was always part of the plan. We've now just decided to leave active duty, and we're going to go buy a house in New Jersey. So that is the plan. I'm sure I'll have to say it over and over and over. And then I know, we'll wake up in like 4 months and we'll be in our new house, and some other people will be like, "Oh my God, you moved? Like, what happened? Why does the studio
make the same background and you're fine? Just
true. Yeah,
take a picture of it.
And leave it. True. Alex, no, we do not have a housewarming Amazon wish list. That's very kind. I don't know. I was talking to Joanna about it. I don't think we're planning on making one. We want to have a big party. She says no, we're not going to make one. I didn't think we were going to make one. I feels tacky, kind of, or not tacky, but like
you know what it is. It's just like I would love to meet everybody.
Yeah.
New
Yeah, bring them the gift.
Yeah. No,
we don't need to do the bring them something, guys.
Our new address is going to be top secret, so people. It's actually not even Funko. So people in our lives.
Oh yeah, there's this.
Cannot find us. So our address is going to be top secret. So I would love to have a party. I would rather like rent out a place and we all go party at a party place and nobody brings anything except themselves.
Just bring yourself and your appetite.
Yeah, I'm not doing a housewarming. We're not doing like a party. We're not doing anything. Honestly, we are very simple people, so I don't think we need anything.
Yeah, and everybody's been so supportive. You know, you guys are still crushing it with all the Patreon memberships, the channel memberships. Views were up for us last month, so
I still have pots and pans from when like my mom was alive, and I still use those, and they're like 15 years old. Like, yeah, I
know we probably seem very high maintenance when it comes to our collectibles, but are you guys the same way? Like, we're very picky. Like, we just had a 2-hour stream where we're like pulling apart, you know, a single figure, and we're talking about all these stuff. But like, when it comes to like regular life, like I'm a basic guy. Like I like use knockoff everything.
John, I'm as basic as they come.
Yeah,
I know you're surprised to hear that, but I'm very basic.
No, not at all.
And you guys live in a house already. You're renting, but you still live in a house already. So it's like you guys have a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, you got most of your stuff.
You need.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate that. Coffee is always welcome. Yeah, coffee is always appreciated.
If anybody wants to send us coffee, I'll accept.
They're like, if anyone wants to help pack Funko Pop.
There was a time where I think it was last Christmas. Last Christmas, I think we said coffee and socks.
Oh my god, we got so many boxes.
It took us like 8 months.
I think we just ran out.
We just
ran out. Yeah, we just ran out of some of that coffee.
Ran out of socks or ran out of coffee?
No, we still got the socks. The socks are still good.
Socks are good on. Okay.
Socks are
just
good.
so I can prepare for it.
No, but some people have offered to fly out and help us move. We truly appreciate that too. There are some people like we're trying to figure out, like, logistics are going to be a mess for the next couple months.
I don't need help moving, but I'll take help renovating.
Yeah, actually, so we don't know what we're moving into yet. So we could be moving into like a fixer-upper or something that needs a lot of work. But yeah, we'll keep. We do want to have.
That's your next channel. That's another new channel.
Yeah, that's another adventure that we're gonna jump into.
I see the chat. Starbucks gift card. We actually don't drink Starbucks. We're cheap dates. We're Dunkin' people.
Regular iced coffee from Dunkin'.
We're gonna be in New Jersey, so Wawa. Dunkin' and Wawa.
Wawa, yeah. And there have been, in all transparency, a few people have sent us Dunkin' cards recently, and they have been like so grateful for that, because Joanna and I have been pulling like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. nights over the past couple of weeks. The video schedule, I'll just be upfront. The video schedule for us might get a little weird over the next few months. I promise that I will make sure we always have a Monday video, because God forbid if there isn't Monday motivation. Now people message us. There are people that message us Monday morning and they say, I can't wait to be motivated today. And I'm just like, I appreciate you, but that is a lot of pressure. So
I'll start doing a Sunday motivation to get you motivated for Monday, John.
There you go. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
That would take a lot of pressure off, but I can't vouch for the other days of the week moving, at least until after we move, but I will make sure there is a Monday video, even if it's just a 5-minute video with the motivation. But also Monster Pete said a new PFOT. I don't know about that, but like Funko pulled out the 3-liter Hulks, we actually still have Pop Force 1 jerseys that we weren't able to fully sell last time. So I
just found 2 PFO t-shirts. I didn't realize I still had 2 of them.
There you go. So we are going to be putting up some of our extra. It's not many. I think we have like 10 or 12. It's not
And
many.
they say 2021 on it.
They say 20. So yeah, I'm kicking myself for that. But we do have some extra PFO merch that we'll be putting up on our website. Just hopefully, somebody can pick it up for a good deal. I really regret putting 2021. We had a plan at one point. We were going to make a piece of merch for every year, like 2022, 2023, but life happens. So we'll have to do a new shirt at some point in the future that doesn't have the year on it. So it's good for eternity. But
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys for the support. We appreciate everybody watching our videos, coming to the auctions, buying stuff from us. It is always greatly appreciated. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the streams, enjoying the content, and enjoying this collectible hobby as a whole, because it's a lot of fun, and it's even more fun to be able to do it with all you guys. So with that being said, don't stop shooting until you score, and have a fantastic weekend.
Night, everyone.